All right. We need a little more volume here, don't we? Hell yeah. This game has such good music. Alright. Last time we were here, we got all four of the party members. We've got all of the armaments. So we've got that. We've got Iris, Kronos, and Ulysses for Dad, Turos, Titan, and Hector for Guy, Eros, Athena, and Selene for Medi, Babel, Chaos, and Chimera for Trio. Everybody's in a good place level-wise. We've got Guy, Medi, and Trio all equal. We've got full nuts, full staffs. We still need some stones. We have 2 feathers, helm, crystal, mantle, mask. We've got the blacksmith, the big ship, the scroll. And the scroll tells us what to do. Hey, Kutan-kun. Welcome. Ragadon, welcome. Staffs and nuts. You can have twice as many nuts as staffs, plus 1. Hey, Wallaby. We everything went swimmingly with my work today, so I got done early, got my chores and errands done. So now I can relax. I can do what I do to relax, which is stream RPGs and stuff. Laid back games. Alright. Hearken, come, Yeson. For 8 days from Saria calls spring's sweetness. 8 days face not dawn. Journey north 5 days, west 3 days to Dokia. View the sacred shrine. Yea, the gates below are, for fools, hell's gates. So, this game is, Pumpkin Skills. This game is a very early RPG. If you don't know what you're getting into when you start this, it can be very frustrating. It can be very, I would call it opaque. It's a very, it's very simple. It's not the kind of story-based RPGs you kind of get used to. It's much more similar to, almost a kind of wizardry game, but it's in an overworld. Hey, Mortis. I find it fun. It's just there's, right now, the next things we need to do are get 1,100 fangs and level everyone up 1 level at least. We can get to Dokia because it's 3 and 8. The upper left is showing where you're currently standing, whether it's on ground or water, and then the mountains in the background just kind of move. Yeah, this has extremely good music. It has really cool enemy designs. This 2-headed dragon is one of the tamest looking enemies you'll encounter. One of the most standard. So we'll try to level Guy up first. It's just the game is very grindy because they didn't have a lot else to do. Hey, Matt McGrath, welcome. Welcome. Whoops. Top bar is XP, the lower bar is hit points. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that on my next DOS PC game stream. We got 34 fangs, 5,000 guilders. We got hurt a lot. Yeah, I might do a stream dedicated specifically to games that use digital sound on FM chips, and kind of the difference between what it sounds like in poor emulation and what it sounds like on good emulation and what it sounds like on real hardware. Because it's pretty easy for me to switch between those three. So we go back and heal. Yeah, so in the town, like the upper right is where you are, and the upper left is just kind of like what's going on. So you go to this house, so the little red box is on the house. You hit the button, and they come out of the house, and they talk to you. If thy constitution were such, I wonder if thee could stand it. And you go to another place. Like here, we're going to buy another feather, just because it's good to have 3. And that guy shows up. So it's like, it makes a lot more sense when you're playing the game, because you're focusing on the upper right window when you're moving around. And then you're looking in the left when you interact with something. Yeah, DOSBox FM emulation is very bad. It's very bad. Yeah, basically. It's like if you think of it like the upper left corner of the screen being a like a modal window that's there all the time, it makes a lot more sense, because that's how it functions, essentially. Uh-oh. Oh no, Dad has been put to sleep. Everybody has been put to sleep. Medi has awoken. I mean, that's like a pop-up. Like a pop-up that's always there. A nag. Whoops, I didn't mean to attack with Dad. I meant to attack with Guy. We are leveling Guy up first. Yeah, the enemies in this game are the best part, I think. The enemies are the best part, and then the, like, second best is the music. The music is fantastic, but I think the creativity in the enemy design is just unbelievably good. Combat's very simple. Enemies have one of 3 types of attacks. They can either attack, they can cast a sleep spell, or they can cast a flame spell, and that's it. Both sleep and flame spells can be countered with magic stones. Oh, timer! Thank you. How long have I been at this? Dumb timer. Miracle Warriors. Edit. We're at 15 minutes, so we'll add 10 minutes to this. And then load. Miracle Warriors. Start. There we go. We've got the timer. Thank you for the reminder. A crawler. $30 fangs. Agamas are good guys to fight, but they do a lot of damage. He uses a flame spell constantly. I think we'll have Dad has a higher attack value, so we'll have Dad take a couple hits off of him. But like that's pretty much it. It's they can do fire, they can do sleep, they can attack. Fire and sleep. If sleep hits, you take as much damage. Each character takes as much damage as if they had taken a regular attack from the enemy. If fire always does the amount of damage of a regular attack. Trade ye not 50 fangs for a special stone? Yes. A stone of protection against magic. So we're going to fill up on stones. I think we can only take 2. Sorry, Squire, but I can give no more stones. And then we'll feather back to Torith. Heal back up. Oh, we want to use up herbs until we get down to 14. There's a I don't know if it's a bug or a feature or just a quirk. There is a quirk of the game that if you try to buy herbs, you cannot buy herbs if you have 20 or more herbs. And you always buy herbs in lots of 5. So if you have 19 herbs, you can go up to the absolute maximum, which is 24. Save. And now we're going to go fight mountain monsters. We want Guy to get that level up. Now that Guy's leveled up, we want Medi to attack. And we'll have Medi get the next level up. Gotta fill up that top bar for everybody. So, since we don't really care too much about guilders at this point, we have enough guilders to get by. I think everything that we need to buy in the game we've already purchased. Because we're gonna be saving our staffs of earthquakes for the final boss. So the only thing we want is we want experience and we want fangs. And there's a particular encounter in the mountains that's, I think it's 80 fangs and very high XP. And the monster only has attack. It doesn't have the option to do spells. So it's a very, very good level up spot in these particular mountains. Vomes can do fire magic, but I think they're less likely to than Agamas. Or not. But they give very good experience. good thing about Medi is that Medi will occasionally do crushing attacks, which will...
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Zerp, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Here's the guy we want, the Rock Saig. So these guys can only attack. They only do moderate damage with their attacks. They give a ton of XP, and they give 80 fangs. So these guys are really, really good. This is what we want. We want this encounter every time. Crushing attack. Vohm is like second best encounter. And then there's no, I guess at this point we don't want Vohms so much. We want the Curious, I think, is this like weird yellow octopus creature. And the encounter that we do not want is Ogrek or something. I forget the name of it. It starts with an O, I think, or it has an O in it, and it's this like yellow skull guy. Oh, it's the big brother of these guys. This is the regular Ogek. The other one's like a Neo Ogek or something. It does a lot of damage. It doesn't give you very much experience, and it's almost impossible to run away from. So just a huge resource drain when you get them. We want to heal first. We can go back up to max, just in case. Whoops. Just in case. Because we're getting so much money now, it really doesn't matter. What I'll probably do is, after I get enough fangs to purchase a white sphere, I'll probably go get the sphere and then figure out find the final dungeon and see if I can get to the end boss and see how far away I am from being able to successfully fight the end boss. Because with the simplicity of the combat in this means most fights are simply a damage race, and it's wow, that's 3 dodges in a row that guy got. If you can basically you can use your 14 magical damage items, and you can use your magic protection stone. I don't find the flashing to be too bad because it's not full screen. It's only a portion of it, but your results may vary if you're more sensitive to that kind of stuff. Man, Medi took a it's just, it's different stuff bothers different people. It's nothing to, I mean, like, when I play light gun games, my eyes get fatigued very easily. I had to I had to actually turn up my CRT's brightness to get it to register for the light for the Dreamcast stuff. But I usually keep my screens very low intensity because bright stuff messes with my eyes. Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks like a sick arcade from the pictures you posted. Here's the Hirius. These like weird octopus dudes. Hell yeah, crushing attack. These guys don't do a lot of damage, but they also don't give a lot of experience. So they're kind of like, I guess these are probably the second best encounter because they're just not threatening. They don't send me back to town as frequently because they don't have spells. How many fangs do they give? 35. Yeah, they only give 35 fangs. Hell yeah, Evil Merchant. One of the best enemies in the game. They, at some point in the game, you get an item called the Mantle. And the Mantle changes the encounter tables in the game to remove weak enemies. And what that does is the encounter rate stays about the same, but certain enemies are removed from the encounter tables, so you don't run into them anymore. Merchants are considered a weak encounter, but they aren't removed from the encounter table because they have a really good reward ratio. Hast thou found the armor and shields hidden in the caverns yet? Certainly have, buddy. Certainly have.
My God, that's fantastic.
Solid Snack, thank you for the host. Welcome. We're playing Miracle Warriors. The 1987? When did this come out? Hold on, I gotta look that up. Miracle Warriors SMS. Haja no Fuin. 87. 1987, I believe. Probably earlier in Japan, maybe? This doesn't actually say. Or no, 1987 in Japan. This game is... It's a very grindy RPG experience. But,
My God, that's fantastic.
oh, nice, Solid Snack. Nice. Congrats on the clear. Dokkan Kun, thank you for the host. Welcome. So right now, we're doing two things. We need 1,000 fangs to purchase a Anne. Welcome. Right, we need 1,000 fangs to purchase a sphere from a small desert village that will allow us to damage enemies in combat. Once we have that, realistically, I'd like to get Medi and Trio up to the same level as Dad and Guy. But everyone is here. Thou will be triumphant. It's going all right, Anne. I got it. I finished my work today a little earlier than I expected to, so I'm doing pretty good. Happy about that. Ruogek. That's what these guys are called. So these guys are generally a bad idea to try to run from. Because if you try to run and you fail, they hit everyone. So we're just gonna suffer through it. They don't give a lot of experience. They don't give a lot of fangs. They do a lot of damage, but they can only hit one person. So Hey, Felly. Welcome. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to finish today. It depends on how many levels I need to get to be able to beat the end boss. So once I get the 1,000 fangs that I need for the orb, I'm going to head to the other continent. God damn it. I'm going to head to the other continent, and I'm going to get the orb, and then go to the try to find my way to the final dungeon and see if I can get to the end boss and see just where it is that I stand in terms of power. Oh, these guys have flame spells. Fantastic. Oh, and dodge. This guy's just gonna keep using flame spells. Okay, he stopped, finally. Fuck's sake. Okay. We're gonna go back and heal, buy more herbs. We're very close to that. You know, I think I'm actually gonna go look for that. Hello, Goaty. Welcome. On-brand Goaty right here. Okay, so we're gonna save. Whoops. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna feather to Tegea, or Tegea, and start walking over to the place that we need to go. We're not gonna fight the desert worm. Fight a Voam. Oh yeah, 45 fangs. There we go. That's all we needed to... Save on 2. Because I'm not sure where I am, and I need to find a, like... Yeah, here we go. There's the town. Yeah. I want to play that game someday. Go find that game and tell me how to emulate it. Alright. Impetuous youth. I will trade for 1,000 fangs, no less. Yes. This sphere contains infinite power. Rub it, and no evil being can stand up to ye by itself. A white sphere. Evil magic is less fearful. So we got that. Now, We need to find the monument to Aezon. A monument to Aezon, even here. So we need to find the real monument to Aezon, I think. What does the scroll say? Hearken, come Aezon. For 8 days from Saria calls spring's sweetness. 8 days face not dawn. Journey north 5 days, west 3 days to Dokia. View the sacred shrine. Yea, the gates below are, for fools, hell's gates. So we need to find Saria. Let's check, somewhere here I had the map. Did I accidentally get rid of the map? Hold on. Which to... Stream stuff... Did I put it in box art? Yeah, I did. There we go. There we go. This map. This fantastic map. So we need to see if Faria is on the map. Hold on. I need to grab this handle so we can zoom way in. Okay, here we go. Saria is on the map. So Tegea. They don't mention whatever the lower town is there. Which has been destroyed. Arios, Dione, Cathyron, Cinnabon, Agenor, so that we don't see I don't see Saria anywhere on here. But I'm pretty sure it's in the southern desert. And so we need to find that. We need to find where it is. So, there's one monument here. A Gatanatau. Hell yeah, let's fight this guy. Oh, he doesn't do too bad of a damage. He doesn't give too good of an XP either. 3 hits for a single pixel of XP. $38 fangs. So, if I'm not mistaken, we need to go 5 spaces south and 5 spaces south and 11 spaces west. I'll check the scroll again. Look out, Medi just barely dodged out of the way. Oh, 1 pixel. Oh, shit. $25 fangs. Retreating from the Ogek is probably the best bet there. Oh, hey, there's a town here. Right, we can replenish our feather. No, another feather. Hey, Zetsubera. Welcome. I forget where the... here's the herb person. Heal. Medi. Yes. Save on 1. We got a sphere with infinite power, according to the old man in the desert village who sold it to us. And so they do yeah, here, let's see. The sphere. We have 1 sphere, 4 staffs, and 9 nuts. Hey, bull. BL. Welcome. 1 sphere of infinite power. So it's pretty good. It'll do like a good 25% damage to the end boss. Monument to Liaison, even here. So let's try this. We're going to save on 2. We're going to go... Well, hold on. Let's look at the scroll. Hearken Kamaezon. For 8 days from Saria calls Spring's sweetness. 8 days face not dawn. Journey north 5 days, west 3 days to Dokia. View the sacred shrine. So, I believe what this means, one of the NPCs that we ran into just wandering around said that spring was like the south wind or something. So we should go south 8 tiles. 8 days face not dawn, I believe means west because it's not east, right? North 5 days. So south 3, right? Because we go south 8 and then north 5 again. And then west 3 days means 11 because we've done west 8 already. So from whatever starting point it wants us to be at, we go south 3, west 11. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Hey, Rubber Kitty. Welcome. Yeah, this is the part, like... Right? Is the price too steep? Yes. Thanks for buying! Shit, I lost count already. That was 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is not here. It's not here. Alright. Let's heal everybody a little bit. We had a bad escape there. I don't want to fight the Black Monk. I think the Desert Wanderer was like super bad news. He doesn't do that much damage. Might have a, like, Steel Consciousness spell? We'll see. If he just attacks, we'll be fine. Oh, he's got a flame spell. Okay. That's fine. Metal Dirt Monkey.
God, that's fantastic.
Welcome. Thank you for the host. Hell yeah, crushing attack. Yeah, the artwork for this game, like the monster design and stuff, the like it's really cool. It's really cool. 60 fangs. So yeah, we don't want to fight desert wanderers because of that flame spell. Merchant, what wilt thou do? Talk. Thou art only about half as big as Iazon. Which, who fucking knows? That might be a, that might be a hint. Okay. Is this Saria? No, this is Aratea. Okay. Any of you know where Saria is? So this town was destroyed. By Terrarin's evil army. You can still heal here. The other thing that I have to remember is yeah, I like the perspective in this. I like the perspective. Where is there it is. The donation. Fight all evil leaders to be victorious. Let's save on one. Now the other possibility is that there are individual shrines that you need to visit in a certain order. Which is the other possibility. One, two, three, west. Okay, so if we go 3 west, 5 south. A voice can be heard from all around. He who hesitates is lost. Ha ha. 5 north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3. So almost busted your Xbox controller trying to beat Golgo 13. Oh man. I remember finally beating Golgo 13 when I was a kid. What a game that is. Yeah, it's a combination of like the game itself is actually difficult, but also the translation makes it extremely confusing where you're supposed to go. Okay, so these shrines are laid out in a particular pattern. And if we work the pattern backwards, we get the stuff on the scroll. Yeah, there's top secret episode and Moffat conspiracy, and it's I would say top secret episode is probably far jankier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this town is called Tegea, but apparently in the prophecy it's called Saria. Let's see if magic spheres are found in a desert village. Let's see if anyone here actually tells us this. Beware the evil horde's traps. Arios sea dragons have restoring potions. Oh, fuck, I need to do that. I need to do that. Arios. Where is Arios? Okay. So we need to fight the dragons. probably in the lower left corner in Pandoros. But we'll try, we'll just take the coast all the way around and see if we can encounter a sea dragon. Yeah, Cerberus. Yeah, the map for this is really cool. Whoops. One of my other viewers, Fisek, posted a piece of fan art in my Discord that's based on one of the little creatures, one of the little critters you have on the map here. Let me pull up the one on the map. It's this little guy in the Idmon or Garoffanos desert. That little dude. It's quite good. But yeah, okay. So let's do this. We're gonna save on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He who hesitates is lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A voice can be heard from all around. He who hesitates is lost. Ha ha ha. 1, 2. Retreat. 3, 4, 5. He who hesitates is lost. Ha ha ha. A Bisiles. Okay, so we've got a boss here. Let's use a stone. Maybe this guy doesn't have spells. Yeah, okay. The Stone of Protection stopped the enemy's spells. And we'll use the staff. And then just to make sure... Yikes, it's attacking! This monster's easy. I don't know why we're fighting this monster here. It's like a gatekeeper, maybe? You won! The Basiles is dead. There's a small box. Open it. Fools! The seal of the Dark Lord waits. Not for thou here. Thou hast badly injured the Black Monk and his retainer. What? I'm a bit confused by this. Badly injured the Black Monk and his retainer. Very, very low, low chance of that working. However, I just noticed something. If the enemy uses, sleep spell, you get extra chances to wake your dudes up if you use an item. If not everyone is asleep. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you won. Basiles is dead. There's a small box. Open it. Fools, the seal of the Dark Lord waits not for thou here. So it's not this... It's not this shrine. But you can activate this shrine and make an enemy appear here if you follow the sequence. Does that change the scroll? It says from Saria. I think that's just a I think that's just a troll to like, because it's not, you're not starting from Saria there. You're starting from Tegea or Tegea. Right? Saria isn't the lower town. So we need to restock some stuff. We need to fight some sea serpents at some point too, because they give, I think they give you an item that can be used in combat to heal your characters. Which means I think basically if it heals all of your characters to full, it means you have double the damage for the damage race. Here, for a donation of a mere 10,000 guilders, a strange staff can be had. Yes? A warrior for truth, take this staff, a powerful staff of earthquakes. Hell yeah. There we go. Sorry, I can't give you staff of earthquakes anymore. I need to restock on feathers. Another feather. We need to go east. A Gamera. At this point, I'm basically fighting anything that doesn't have a sleep spell, or, like, that I know has, like, a ton of HP and a common flame spell. Because we want to... We're going to have to do a little bit of exploring, because I don't remember exactly where this jerk is. But we also need to level up, so might as well do both, right? Heal Medi. I don't remember that. I don't remember that box or the fight with the ball size or whatever that thing is called. The weird beholder in that cave. I don't remember that at all. A merchant. 3 keys are needed to enter Golkis Shrine. Did we get a key? No. And we lost the blacksmith? Oh, shit. Oops. Wrong town. How did we lose the blacksmith? A Yeebee. So I'm gonna go back to the I'm going back to the town where the blacksmith shows up. Where you hire the blacksmith. in the first place. And if he's not there, we're going to reset. And reload save 2, I think? This is Smithy. I had a problem with the master. I was fired for 12,000 guilders. I'll go with thee. Yes. I shall journey with Dad. Wait thee here. Okay, so that was a, I guess, poorly translated thing that your retainer, your blacksmith that you are retaining for hire, has left. That's what that message was about. About the retainer. You need to rehire your blacksmith if you open the wrong box. Okay, so fix that. That's fine. We need to go back to probably Garia is easier at this point. Whoops. Look out! Medi just barely dodged out of the way! Okay, south. Whoops. We do want to fight this guy. So one thing that kind of sucks is because you can't save in dungeons, when you get to the end boss, if your magic stones don't work, you have to do the final dungeon over again. So once I get through it the first time, I'll be bringing up a map of it and using the map to kind of get through it. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna get some stones of protection against magic. Top up on those. Okay, and we're gonna feather to Tegea. And heal. I think healing is in the lower left corner. Heal. Buy herbs. Save on one. Now we want to go to the ocean, and then we want to go south along the coast. Thou art only about half as big as Iazon. Does that mean we should double? Maybe that means we should double the distance. But first we want a sea serpent. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, they do a lot of damage. There's also a really cool effect. Here, instead of it flashing the entire background, it does little lightning bolts in the sky and flashes the ocean. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. This is bad. Medi has awoken. Perfect. Medi and Trio have awoken. Magical stone. Worth using stones on these guys. And it gives you... Using the stone gives you a second chance to wake up as well. Guy is still sleeping. 52 fangs. We didn't get a special there. A giant lobster. Oh. Stormy ocean enemies are pretty tough. We don't want to fight the giant lobster. We only really want to fight, we only want to fight the sea serpents, the sea dragons. I forget which. Lobster's pretty good. I like lobster. What's this? What is this? Spell! Come, my Azon. Oh. Well... Cavern mantis. Well, we got a cave, folks. It's got regular cave enemies, which is fine. Now, hold on, where... Where are we? Relative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, it's double. That's, so this is 16 spaces south of the town. We're 16 spaces south of the other town. Popful mail, yeah. Yeah, there's maybe the Sega CD version isn't the version of Popful Mail to play. Is my takeaway from the stream. Spoiler-free takeaway. Maybe not the Sega CD version. PC 88 or PC 98. Probably PC 98 is good. Somebody said something about needing 3 keys to do something. I gotta check my status. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, we found a box. I can't believe they put that troll thing in. Uh-oh. And... oh, that's great. That is great. Let's put that up on the thing. Forgot how to stream for a second there. Hold on. Miracle Warriors, I just mistyped. This is amazing. Add image. Dank art. This is going to be like the wrong picture. I need to change this to the correct dank art. Yeah, there's that. Oh, Twitch safe one. I would appreciate that, Ann. But that is the art. I will when there's a as soon as I get the Twitch safe one, I'll put that up instead of the box art there. A rock hod. Okay, we've got more work to do, folks. We need to use the stone. Hello, Flora's Lava. Stone of Protection stopped the enemy spell. We'll use 2 staffs. Because we can get staffs back really easily. And we don't have any other use for money. No other real use for money. Yeah, these guys are tough, though. These guys are kind of tough. We want Medi to level up as much as possible because Medi has a chance for crushing attacks, which no other character does. I think Medi's probably the strongest character overall if you level her up more than the others. This guy doesn't seem to give any XP. So we'll just use Dad and Guy as well then. Perfect. We've put pastry pasties in here. Twitch safe. There we go. Here's the Twitch safe version. That is fantastic. FO had 56 saying, Dad gets Key of the Heaven from the corpse of the rock hod. Alright, we've got the Key of Heaven, folks. Key of Heaven. Orin. Orin. I like the plate mail bluge on the warrior there. It's very good. We need to heal Trio. Little Medi. Okay. I think we have to, like, work our way back around that little spiral that I came in through. It's the safest way to try to exit this cave. Down here, I think. Down here. Yeah, that's incredible, Anne. Thank you. Thank you for the art. I was sad that I had to miss your stream earlier. I only got to catch like the first like 10 minutes of it before I had to go to work. We're not getting great experience for Trio here, but that's fine. It's a little bit of experience, at least.
My God, that's fantastic.
Holy crap. 96 raiders from Hippolito Picardo. Thank you for the raid, Hippo. Welcome, everyone.
My God, that's fantastic.
Matt McGrath, thank you for the host. Welcome, everyone. We are playing Miracle Warriors, a Sega Master System game. Playing it on a Sega Genesis.
I can hear strange music. It's really eerie here. I feel as if I'm in a strange world.
Duke Duhan Hippily Rufus.
Bill Bull, thank you for the 2 months. I really appreciate the support. Yes, please enjoy the neural network chat rules, everyone. So this game, Miracle Warriors, Seal of the Dark Lord. It's a 1987. If I read that correctly before, if I'm remembering it correctly. 1987 RPG on the Sega Master System, or the Mark III in Japan. It's a really it's interesting to me. This game is kind of an older style of RPG than those that came later. Most of the game consists of exploring and finding the right place to go, and then becoming powerful enough to survive going there. And then there's bosses at certain points. You fight the bosses, and if you can beat the bosses, then you kind of move on to the next set of things to explore and power up and fight. So there's a lot of grinding in it. There's a lot of exploration. It has absolutely fantastic music, in my opinion. And I think the monster designs, the general, the general art direction of the game, I think, is really, really cool, really interesting. A Kinsai. They didn't really go with, they didn't just troll through the Dungeons and Dragons monster manual to get their monsters. They really made some interesting stuff on their own. Yeah, this game, I'm playing it kind of from memory, and it certainly has some. The translation kind of makes it tough, but there's one example. Right now, we're trying to find 4 shrines, and the 4 shrines that we're looking to find, we've been given clues, and the clues are kind of like difficult to interpret. So we have this scroll. Hearken, come Aezon. For 8 days from Saria calls spring sweetness. 8 days face not dawn. Journey north 5 days, west 3 days to Dokia. View the sacred shrine. Yea, the gates below are, for fools, hell's gates. And so it gives you this big clue of where to go. And if you look at the map, and I'll kind of show this off. Look at this. Look at these cool monsters. This weird slug, stand-up slug with weird it's like feelers or kind of arm things, and the creepy drooling mouth on top. Isn't this so fucking cool? Now, occasionally you'll run into encounters which aren't hostile. Liver mimic. You can only defeat it by pouring too much alcohol into it. Occasionally you'll run into NPCs who are friendly encounters instead of I don't know where I am. Here we go. They're friendly encounters instead of the Okay, yeah, I can see that, like a kind of plant thing. I always thought it looked kind of like a snail or something because it had those weird appendages remind me of snails' sensory organs. I need to buy feathers too. So feathers let you fast travel back to a town that sells feathers. Any town you've been to which sells feathers. So we want another one. Save it again. So, some of the travelers, merchants, and monks that you run into will tell you hints about where you are currently on each of the whatever your point is in the game. They'll give you hints for the next thing to do, and 2 different hints we got was that the south wind was associated with spring, so we know to go south. Another hint that we got from the from a traveler or something was that we're roughly half as big as Aezon.
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Tracker, thank you for the follow. I have the dank art over my alerts. Let's fix that. So they say you're roughly half as big as Aezon. So if we save...
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Wind Up Crab, thank you for the follow. So they say 8 days to the south. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's a statue here that says, a voice can be heard from all around. He who hesitates is lost. Ha ha ha. Right, which is a weird message. Now if you follow this... 8, 8, 5, 3. It takes you to a monster. You fight the monster, and it damages you and tells you that you got tricked. But if you go, whoop, oh look at this thing! Look how cool this is. This weird bull with weird eyes in its back hump and no eyes in its skull. Orange vial. God. Well, you want to go down under yonder until you see a big red barn. If you see one with a dog, you've gone too far. Yep. Rural directions. Landmark navigation. But yeah, look at this fucking monster. How cool is this thing with like the weird like cluster of eyeballs and the like the thing that creeps me out about this monster is the like the sockets in the main part of the skull where eyes would be that are just blank. Like that's really unnerving. So if we go another
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Iron, thank you for the follow. So if we go another 8 south, then we get to this monument, and it lets us use a spell instead. So then from here, we know we want to go. We'll look at the scroll. 8 days face not dawn. So that means go west. And not 8. Oh, yes! Okay, so check this out. With the monk, with the white monk, we talk to them. 3 keys are needed to enter Golkith's shrine. Okay. Sometimes when you talk to the white monk, I wasn't keeping count. Shit. Sometimes when you talk to the white monk, you'll get fully healed. He'll fully heal everyone in the party, and just like tell you that you're gonna have a good time. But sometimes they give you hints. Like he told us we need 3 keys. We have 1 key. We have the key of heaven. So each... the combat in this game is pretty simple. The way it works is enemies have basically 3 things they can do. An enemy can either attack, they can use a flame spell, or they can use magic to steal consciousness. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's nothing here because, remember, we're only about half the size of a Yazon, so we have to double all the measurements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another white monk. May fate protect you as you bring peace to our land. That's the one that gives you the full heal. Unfortunately, we already used our herbs to heal, but that's fine. So, somewhere here. Here we go. So this is the next one. We're gonna save. And you have an option of different spells you can use. Awake Giant we used as a spell to recruit our party members. We needed to get like a nobleman's sword. We needed to get the full armor set for Dad, and then we needed to recognize Trio in combat and use the spell on him there. And then Trio has come. We used on other monuments to recover Trio's equipment, which was stored in a dungeon underneath. But here we use Kameyazon, which is in the thing there. So now we need to find the key in this dungeon. Look at this guy. How cool is this thing? It's got the weird little like feeler arms, I think. These guys always kind of reminded me of like a weird frog. He's wearing Sonic booties. This was before Sonic existed. It's like cool lizard dudes. But yeah, I find this game pretty fun, but it's an older style of game. It's not, there's not a lot of like plot and story advancement outside of there's a big monster, you need to kill the big monster. The acquisition of the party members over time and how they each have like a little mini puzzle associated with them is kind of cool. But a lot of it is just you gotta grind experience and cash until you can afford an upgrade. And then once you get the upgrade, you know, you use that to attack the next section, so on and so forth. I think Trio, it might be because Trio, like, starts out a level lower than everybody. I think he might be, like, the weakest. Yeah, I think it's fair to say this has more in common with like, I don't know, I'd say like Hydlide, Dragon Slayer, or like very early Ultima, like Ultima 1 through 3. Oh yeah, I love the music in this. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, it does a little bit reminder of the Wonder Boy and Monster World. So this is a boss that we fought. We had previously fought that as a boss. I'm not going to fight it again. they're too strong. But they're in the encounter tables in this dungeon. But yeah, like more in common with Ultima 1 through 3, or like the first 3 Wizardry games, than later, more creative stuff. Wait, retreat. Okay, this version of this monster doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, so we might be able to just fight it. Oh, I would have to use a stone on it. Shit, we're just gonna retreat. Because that thing can put you to sleep. Anything that can put you to sleep is a huge, huge danger. Because if everyone goes to sleep, it just gets a free attack on everyone every round until you wake up. How do you pack to move? That's an interesting question. I procrastinate until like the last minute and then just like throw everything in the car piecemeal and make a million trips. If that's not an option, like you're moving cross country, then pack all the stuff. A Seahod! Okay, we need to use the stone. Okay, we stopped his spell. We need to use the staff. The staffs have all been used. I think his tail is like another snake head. So it's like 3 dragon heads and an extra snake head. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's good to hear. It's good to like set out and try to do stuff. Kepipok. Yeah, the snakehead is not happy. Dad gets Key of the Earth from the corpse of the Seahod. Alright, we got it. We need to heal everybody. We can't save because we're in a cave. Did I come down this way? Yeah, I think I did. We'll keep fighting the monsters that we know we can fight safely. think I always think that like having an interest in something or sharing an interest in something with another person tends to accelerate your pace of learning. This way, right? This encounter rate is nuts. We are getting experience for trio, though, so that's good. Heal trio. Heal trio. A senpai. Okay, we're just gonna try to retreat from this thing because it has a sleep spell. So. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Iron. I hope that's what its name is. The two-tailed fox thing says senpai, right? Whoops. I took a wrong turn. Maybe. I probably shouldn't be taking all these fights. I hope it doesn't notice me too much, because then I won't be able to escape combat. Miles per hour. Okay, yeah, we got out. Alright, good. So we're down one, left one from the corner of the...
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Super Retro Heart, thank you for the follow. Okay, so we have this town available as like a... We're down one, left one from that. We need to do some stuff before we... Actually, we don't need to be at this town. We need to feather to Torif first, because we're out of staffs. We'll need to grind a little bit of cash, actually, for this. I never really noticed that about Dragon Quest, that they changed the accents. You know what's interesting, though, to me at least, is in later game localization, Xenoblade Chronicles, the Wii RPG. That game got localized in Britain first, so they just had British voice actors doing it because that's where the localization was being done, and then it just got shipped over to the US. And so playing the game, everybody has these extremely they have these extremely thick British accents. And it's like, it's not exactly comedic, but it's like, all right, that's what this world sounds like. That's perfect. That's what it is. Orcs are Scottish. I thought they made dwarves Scottish for some reason too. Even though like I don't know, there's some really weird. Oh, that's right. Yeah. There's the Cockney orcs from 40K as well. There's some really like weird stuff that happened in interpretations of like Tolkien's work and representation of like the individual races and like what Tolkien's take on a lot of that stuff was. But some really there's like either it's like super reading too much into it or like some really weird subconscious stuff happened over the course of many years as people copied and added on to and changed earlier influences with regard to like what is the stereotype for fantasy races? Status items. Okay, we've got 2 keys. They have symbols on them, but I can't read the symbols because they're extremely low resolution. Presumably they say heaven and earth. I wonder what the next key will say. Feather 2 feathers. And that's the thing is that, like, Tolkien mentions that, female dwarves have beards, but not that they're all male. Just that they're bearded. But he mentions that like their beards are qualitatively different than the male dwarves' beards, which is, I don't know, kind of interesting. There's in a lot of Tolkien's works, the representation of dwarves and like dwarven language is like absolutely not Scottish, but portrayals of dwarves have like kind of have become kind of consistently Scottish since like the 60s, like the Tolkien revival in the 60s, I want to say. Which is very strange, and I don't know where like some of those influences come from. But I believe some of the influences for dwarves and dwarven language were actually Semitic people. It was like Semitic peoples of different types, so like Jewish, Arabic, and there's a possibility that editorially people didn't want to positively portray Semitic people on screen. So like in some movies and stuff, they changed it and they're like, well, what can we make them sound like? I don't know the precise history of that stuff, but it's an interesting shift that it happened. But I don't know. a lot of extra stuff has happened to Tolkien's work since it was originally produced. The sea serpents only appear in the northern area. I need to fight these guys. Yeah, it's hard to say what the what actually precipitated the change and where it started, even, because it was one of those it's one of those things that's knowing that, going back and looking at the made-up dwarven language in Lord of the Rings and the appendices and stuff from the collected works versions. It's there. It's very clearly not related to Scottish or Gaelic. So it becomes this weird thing because in terms of sources, yeah, right, the runes are Scandinavian. There's a lot of influences, and the commonality is well, that's the thing, right? Is that Dungeons and Dragons is so heavily influenced by Tolkien, right? So it's what modifications happened at what times that change things in what ways. That's what I find fascinating about it, is that Tolkien is one of the common roots, but it's been modified in different ways, and then the things that modified Tolkien's works then went on to become influences for other things. Well, that's the other thing. Kobolds, a representation as dog people, doesn't actually isn't consistent in Dungeons and Dragons. In first edition Dungeons and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, kobolds are I believe reptilian. They're scaly. And then sometimes in certain modules,
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Capcom 2K, thank you for the follow. In certain modules, on a module-to-module basis, they're depicted, or artist-to-artist basis, they're depicted as either reptilian or as canids, and so you end up with this weird divergence, and both of those aren't. Both of those are inconsistent with original folklore. Yeah, there's... I think... Because I've also heard that kobolds are... I might be getting this confused with something else, but I've heard that kobolds are a type of earth spirit responsible for...
what could they want from me?
Ragnar 14, thank you for the follow. That kobolds are they're very thin, like the bad fairies that live in the cracks in walls in mines. And they're responsible for things like stealing miners, like lanterns or picks and stuff and causing general mischief. A sea dragon. Yeah, these are the guys we need to fight. So, just in case, we'll use a stone of protection. Very good. We're out of stones. Yeah, there's like tons of interesting stuff, like following the history of like an individual creature's depiction over time, like fantasy creatures depiction over time, is really, really interesting to me. Because you think like oh, okay, yeah, like goblins are this, or kobolds or orcs or those kind of things, and it's like it's very interesting to me to see like those changes over time and stuff. You won. Thy foe had 56 fangs. A resurrection potion. Use it to call friends from death. Okay, that's not the kind of potion I was hoping for, unfortunately. So we'll feather to Tegea. What, Yeah, the original kobold. What's interesting to me is, if someone wouldn't mind looking up and linking the... That's good. If someone could look up and link the kobold portrait from Pool of Radiance. That's something I find really, really interesting. So, for comparison, the kobold portrait and the combat sprites from the Gold Box games, I think they might have only appeared in Pool of Radiance, because your characters were beyond kobolds by Curse of the Azure Bonds. It's the perfect hybrid between the dog kobold and the lizard kobold. It's like the halfway point that you're like not knowing which one it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the one. So it's very clearly based exactly on the image from the Monster Manual, but they've made like the way it's colored and the way it's like edited, it makes it look a little bit more like hair, right? And then if you look at the combat sprites look even more dog-like in their like appearance. So, but it's very few pixels. So you see this, you see the ones in combat, you're like, that looks kind of canine because of the like shape of the head and stuff like that. Is that the 3D movement one? Oh, whoa! Yeah, the Amiga version got like all unique art, right? Or not all unique, but like a lot of unique art that wasn't in the other versions, I think. That's sick. That's really cool looking. They're almost like demonic there. But yeah, I find that like those paths very interesting. That fantasy races portrayal, like common portrayals, take. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to go see if we can get a second sphere. Thou already hast a white sphere. I cannot give thee another. You can't have two infinite powers. Greedy fucker. So we know where the oh shit, yes, the white monk. Liaison was twice as fast as a normal man, and of great stature. Oh man, Ropers and Audiogs. And Ropers in... If I'm not mistaken, there's like another different Roper, but the Ropers in Japanese games tend to be a like modified treant, right? Where they're like a tree body with tentacles or something, right? I might be getting Ropers confused with Piercers or Lurkers. This sucks. Ah, but you know what? We're right by this town. We can just heal. Ah, sponge-like. Interesting. I wonder if Ropers or some kind of similar depiction appear in Dragon Slayer. Don't want to fight a crawler. Damn it. Yeah, Dragon Slayer monsters are fucking fantastic. I wonder if there's an art book. What the fuck? Oh, man. The Falcom series, yeah. The first game in the series. I really want to get all of the monster pictures from the Saturn version, the Falcom Classics Saturn version of Dragon Slayer. Yeah, surrounded by one enemy. It's fine. So here's the problem. Here's where I'm at. Scroll. 32 different monsters. Traces artwork from the Ultima 3 manual. Didn't Richard Garriott visit Falcom and saw that they had copied some of his stuff and he got really pissed off? Is that what I'm thinking of? I love that story. I love that fucking story. It's so good. Okay. So we did south and then west. We need to go 10 steps north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at this monster. Whatever it is. 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck. I gotta cheat and look at the map to see what I did wrong. There we go. I was off by 1. All right. Kameyazon. Wait, no. Save. Save on 2. Oh man, Draken monsters. Yeah, Draken has Fast Xanadu is Famicom Xanadu. Yeah, wireframe giants. The cat head that comes out of the ground and shoots lasers out of its eyes and kills you instantly. Origin Systems founder and Ultima Series creator Richard Garriott flew into Tokyo to have a meeting with Neon Falcom about having Origin release Xanadu in the US, as well as having Falcom help with releasing a port of Ultima 4 across the Avatar in Japan. However, Xanadu contained artwork directly lifted from the manuals of the role-playing game Ultima 3 Exodus. During a presentation of the game, several digitized pictures from the manual of Ultima 3 appeared in various shops in the game. Upon seeing this, Garriott and Origin ended the meeting and decided to sue Falcom. The lawsuit was settled out of court. The artwork in the game was changed to what appears now. That's fantastic. Yeah, Space Harrier dragons. The thing that it is supposed to be rats, but just looks like a giant squirming pile of poop. Alright, spell Come Liaison. Alright. We'll go with the middle. Fuck. Dad is closest to leveling up. Let's level up Dad. Yeah, the thing that the thing that gets me about Draken is like I played Draken a bunch and I thought it looked like shit. Oh, Hod. Okay, so this is the other Pots and Pans music in the SNES port. All right, Iron. Have a good night. Good luck packing. Try to keep everything orderly and just keep your Uh-oh. This is bad. Try to keep your energy up. Keep your momentum. That's good for packing. Yeah, so back to Draken. Gary Gygax ghost wrote novella and the manual and parts of the hint book. Was it like tables of mathematics and like how to determine the post-apocalypse population of Brisbane? Dad gets Key of the Hell from the corpse of the Ohad. Hell yeah, Key of the Hell. Items. Yeah, there we go. We've got the Key of the Hell, Key of Earth, and Key of Heaven. Yes, disease and parasite infestations. Oh, fuck. Inutus. We don't really want to fight any of this shit. Yes. Yes, I am, Bill. If anyone's going to level up, I want Medi to level up because Medi gets crushing attacks. Pocket Smith. So yeah, so I have the fucking manual and everything and the original discs, the original single high double whatever density fucking disc of Draken. I have all that shit. And I had the game on DOS, and I thought it looked like shit because I never got anywhere in it. And apparently, like, you get halfway through the game and it starts doing these like full full screen, like shop screen with that's just like hand drawn, and it looks fantastic. And like, you don't get to see that unless you play the game for like hours and hours and hours if you're playing blind. And it's in there. You can find this shit, but only if you get past this like incredible wall of difficulty. Chubo, one of my favorite things is the very first table in the AD&D First Edition Dungeon Master's Guide is like probability spread of like number and types of dice. Yeah, the bell end table, the bell curve table. I find that hilarious that it's like, here's how probability works when you're dealing with a certain number and type of dice. It's like, you haven't even gotten to what this game is about yet. What the fuck? I guess the idea was you're supposed to, like, Dungeons and Dragons was supposed to grow from existing communities of players. So it was like, you'd never be a dungeon master. There'd never be a dungeon master who hadn't already been a player in someone else's game, I think was the idea behind that. But it is useful. It's very useful information to have if you're trying to figure out how difficult to make something. You say, roll this many of these types of dice. If you get more or less than this number, then if you get like more or less than these numbers, you'll succeed or fail. So we're gonna refill our stones here. I think we used 4 staffs of earthquakes. So after we get all of the stones, I believe it is close to that information, but it is presented entirely out of context. If I remember correctly. I believe it's the 3rd section. I'm out of feathers. Fuck. This is why I always buy like too many feathers, is because I always do this. I run out of feathers. And like forget to buy more. Heal Dad, yes.
I think I'm being
Buy
followed.
herbs.
What
yes.
could they want from me?
Krungling G, thank you for the follow. It's a fun name to say. Okay, we can't use another sphere. We already have a full sphere. We need more feathers. We're gonna sell our fangs. So now we have 79,000 gold. We have enough to buy 3 feathers, which is the number that I normally carry. What you need to start play. Oh, doesn't it tell you that you need to buy like HO scale miniatures as well? I'm gonna buy 4 feathers because I'm gonna immediately use one. To go to Torif. Oh, Chubo, did I show you the... Yes, they actually used model railroad scales for the size of their figures. Oh, I wonder if I could get bulk... Because I've been wanting to play... I've been wanting to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with some people somewhere. But finding miniatures is kind of a huge pain in the ass because they're incredibly expensive. But I'm like, wait, what if I just used... I wonder if you can get, like, bulk model railroad people. And use those. Use those as your miniatures. That would solve it. The first edition strongly recommends that you use miniatures because that was one of their biggest revenue streams early on was the sale of miniatures. Superheroes and wrestlers. That would make a fantastic Dungeons and Dragons game. You know what would be I think a really fun time is doing tabletop simulator Dungeons and Dragons with some of the folks from these communities around. I think that would be really fun, and possibly streaming the results because you can't have 80 people playing Dungeons and Dragons all at once, but you could have like 5 or 6 people playing and stream the tabletop simulator part of it. I think that would be a pretty fun time. You'd never get anywhere in the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, but yeah. Wasn't there some crazy stuff with the FBI and Steve Jackson games or something? Like they got investigated for terrorism? The shoe from Monopoly. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, they got raided. The flip table option. Yeah, it might have been part of the same. It might have been part of the same thing that was why they might have. It might have been like related to like the Unabomber thing or something like that. God, that would be so hard to track. Split up, yeah, in the same world. 30 to 40 people playing in the same world. Okay. I have all the keys. I'm ready to go to the last dungeon. I'm gonna cheat rather than remembering where I am in a featureless desert. And I'm looking at a map to see where the event is. Hello, K Price. How are you? So, I believe each party member has something special about them, but I don't remember what all the special things are. I am one space too high. There we go. A merchant. Thou art only about half as big as a Yazon. Okay, this is the first one. Yeah, Guy can hurt skeletons really badly. I don't know what Trio does. I think Trio is just like the worst guy because he misses a lot. Yeah, that's one of the good merchants. There's also the there's evil merchants. This is a really shitty. I might as well reset this. Yeah, we're gonna reset. Okay. A handbook for computer crime. Jack into the net, folks. Okay, here's another way I can do this. I can go straight west and not fight desert enemies for most of it. Oh, shit, yeah. Evil merchant. Quake is an online meeting ground for hackers. Hackers also enjoy playing pre-release renders of Wipeout XL or something like that.
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Smart but worthless. Thank you for the follow. One. 2, 3. Found it. Much better result here. Okay, save 2. Actually, hold on. Let's save 5. Spell come liaison. All right. You know what? I got an idea. Is it this one? Right. I'm having a look. I'm having a look at the layout here. This is one of those. This is a kind of a pain in the ass dungeon. So. I'd like to get to the final boss to see if I can hurt it enough. So I fully expect to get this kind of luck repeatedly here. So I want to figure out what's worth going for in this cave. Sharpie! How are you? I'm just getting surrounded by these enemies. But there's potential spoilers if you watch. You haven't played this yet, right? Here's one spoiler. The encounter rate is through the fucking roof. That potion looks like a little naked man. Okay. Not worth it. Black Monk. There's a very high encounter rate, but the ability to retreat is very high. So it's not as bad as it's not as bad as Phantasy Star 2. What the fuck? Okay, this has got to be a fucking... This has got to be a fucking joke. We are running into boss enemies as regular encounters now. Three Stooges troll. Like officially licensed? Oh, not officially licensed. Okay. Down. I'm just looking at a map for this one. I remember this dungeon from when I beat this like way back in the day. And I remember this being a huge pain in the ass. And I know why now. Okay. This way. An Azatot. Wait, isn't that a fucking, like... Isn't that, an H.P. Lovecraft thing? Unique enemy to the final level of the final dungeon of the game. A Baroon. Look at this guy. Look how fucking cool this guy is. Okay. And another Azatot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Heal. 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 We're saving all of our herbs for right here, basically. Okay. Dad takes herbs from the treasure chest. What? The fuck? Is this incomplete? I thought the end boss was in a treasure chest. Hey, Ghost Pilot. Well, if it's not here... then maybe it's the next level down. I remember it being in some kind of, like, weird zone, though. Yeah, I still have my regular copy of this, my physical cart. I don't have the manual, the map, or the box, though, unfortunately. All that stuff for my SMS games is gone. There we go. Such strong magic could only be the work of Tararin. So here we go. First things first. Use the Stone of Protection. Until it works. Yeah, that's a hell of a life bar, by the way. Okay, the Stone of Protection stopped the enemy's spell. When we attack with the Sacred Nut... I don't think you use a spell here. If you try to use a spell, you get screwed. Gotta use the nut on her. for 9 times. I forget if she says anything if you try to talk to her. Sacred nuts have all been used. Staff of Earthquakes. So you need a full complement of magic items. Here. You need a full complement of magic items just to get her HP down to like a normal boss's HP sphere. You have no more spheres. So that's it. It gets it down to like a normal boss's her HP. So now we're gonna fight her normally. And she does a ton of damage. Yeah, the sphere normally does like... I guess for her it does like 1/8 of her HP bar. It does about 25% of a normal boss's HP to her. Look out! Dad just barely dodged out of the way! She gives a lot of experience. Alright. We're not going to risk another attack with Dad. We'll switch over to Guy. So without using the Stone of Protection, I believe...
I think I'm being followed. What could they want from me?
Sweet Vision, thank you for the follow. I believe without the stone, she'll use a flame spell every turn, or possibly like a Steel Consciousness spell. I think it's really cool that they just like throughout the game, except the fact that it's on the like front cover. Throughout the game, they just refer to General Tararin and Tararin, and make no like there's no calling out that it's this giant green woman with huge boobs in your face. So here's the problem with Tararin. You do very little damage to Tararin. Look out! Trio just barely dodged out of the way. So, what we're going to do now is... Okay, everyone has one more attack left. And then... after that... I have to figure out how this item that I don't remember from the game actually works. So we're going to have Medi attack. Crushing attack. Medi's going to die. And then we're going to use the Potion of Resurrection. Okay. You can't use it if you're already dead. So we're going to use the Potion of Restoration on Dad. So now we have another full health bar for Dad. I should have killed off someone else first to test that. That's not good. So, it looks like In order to beat Terrarin, I am going to need to level up everyone at least once. Yeah, this is a port of a PC-88 game that got ported to PC-98, FM Towns. No, wait, not FM Towns. FM7, X1, MSX, MSX2, NES, Sega Master System. It's got ported around a lot. I'll use the talk on the very final attack. Talk. Yikes! It's attacking. So that's normal. Dad, thou hast failed in thy quest. So one more attack off of that, and but so leveling up once will be insufficient to get leveling up once per character will be insufficient to get an additional hit from each character. So I need to level everyone up twice. In addition, I need to get as many potions as it's going to let me carry. Ooh. I had a lot more stuff I had to do with this than I anticipated. That's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of grinding to go. I might call it a short stream for today. And then try to stream again during the week, I think. I'm gonna do some, like, do a little maintenance stuff here. So there's nothing in the cave that's worth getting. There's nothing in the cave worth getting, and none of the chests have anything good. I wonder if there's a shorter route to Terrarin if some of these are one way. If that's what I'm reading correctly. Because there's a bunch of maybe fake staircases. The originals have no music. Interesting. Surrounded by the Ogek. Let's fight it. Why not? Leg warmers, yeah. There's the town. Crushing attack is so good. It's like plus 50% damage. So I think the strat is going to be to level Medi up. Well, I think I need to level everyone up because everyone deals like relatively even damage to it. to Chararin. But yeah, I think the problem here is that, like, if you start this game and you explore everywhere and you take every fight, it'll take you a while to find all of the stuff, so your characters will naturally level up higher. There's no way that we can win against Chararin right now, and leveling up enough is probably going to take, I'd say, another entire stream. Interesting. Total silence. Except, like, probably the disk drive accessing. Yeah. Probably not another 5 hours. I'd say maybe, like, another 2 or 3 hours. I anticipate, like, another 2 or 3 hours total to get to the final bit. But yeah, we've got all of the items now. Oh, we're gonna need to grind more potions too. But I think I'm gonna make it a short stream today. It's kind of unexpected that I was able to make what stream I did. I want to go eat dinner, and yeah, the music is really good. Music is good in this game. Let's which town is closest to thing? Closest to thing that I can use to get the castle music to play us out. Liaison was twice as fast as a normal man, and of great stature. Okay, here we go. Hasten thee, I await news of thy success. It's been years since we visited this castle. Yes, it does. It does support the FM expansion. I feel like the PSG is actually a little bit better sound because of the sound effects and stuff. The music on FM sounds a little bit better, but you miss out on the cool fucking sound effects and shit. So that's kind of, I think that's a bigger loss than what you gain from the FM stuff. But yeah, let's go to the end screen. I'm gonna wrap up for today. Nice little bonus stream. I didn't expect to be able to stream today, but it was fun. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope everybody had fun. I hope people are having fun with this game. But yeah, I will see you all again very soon. Let's find someone to host.